It's Michael Patrick Shiels with you, radio stations across the state of Michigan. The Kalamazoo County Prosecutor, where we're heard on WKZO, Jeff Getting, is on our AT&T line right this money. I was going to say money because it's all about the money. Follow the money, and it's not the money, it's the amount. But he's got issues, too, and these are of grave concern for the state right now. Thank you for being here, and welcome to the airwaves.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
You, from what I understand, in fact, the state has a prosecution staffing crisis. What are the consequences of that?
We absolutely have a staffing crisis here in Michigan, and it's not just in Michigan. It's with prosecutors' offices across the country as well. But, you know, there's a big cost to the state when prosecutors' offices are not properly staffed. We don't have enough attorneys to handle the cases that we have in front of us, and if we don't have enough attorneys, it means that we're not doing what we should be doing for victims of crimes. It means delays in the processing of cases. It impacts the safety of the neighborhoods and communities that we all live in.
Why is there a staffing issue?
It's a combination of things. I don't think you can talk about staffing without talking about compensation. And I don't think that you can talk about staffing without also talking about the increases in the severity of some of the crimes that we're seeing. Prosecutors' offices historically have been chronically understaffed, and that has to do with the fact that they're funded solely by the counties, and don't receive state funding in order to hire attorneys. We've been working in a scarcity model now for the last decade as we've seen increases in the severity of crimes and as we've seen huge increases in the volume of evidence that we have in each of our cases. Think about, you know, all of the digital evidence that we have now that we didn't have 10 years ago. Every police officer has a body camera. Most homes have some kind of video surveillance system. All of the businesses have video surveillance system. If you didn't have a phone 10 years ago, I guarantee you have a phone today. And we have this crush in evidence that we have to review, process, and make sure that we're providing to the defense in a timely manner. We can't hire people to replace people as we lose them. You know, this increase in the number of cases and the increase in the caseload causes attorneys to be grossly overworked. Stress, burnout, and the opportunity to earn substantially more in private practice causes lawyers to leave, and low salaries in prosecutors' offices impact our ability to hire. We have a situation in Houghton County in the Upper Peninsula right now where the elected prosecutor quit, and there's no one else in the office to work there. They have not been able to hire the chief assistant. They've not been able to hire an assistant prosecuting attorney. And without that staff, you can't expect one person to do the work of 3, 4, 5 people. And now we have the Attorney General having to step in. And that's not the first county in the state of Michigan where that's happened, and it's not the first county where it's happened even here in the Midwest. Wisconsin, Door County had a similar problem earlier this year.
Oh, I don't know where we go from here, but would raising the salaries help?
Absolutely. You know, when you look at the prosecuting attorney's website, what you'll see is over a third of Michigan counties are currently advertising to hire assistant prosecuting attorneys. In Wayne County, Prosecutor Kim Worthy has over 24 openings just in Wayne County.
Check it out and see if that salary can get bumped up now that there's some attention to the issue.